Hey guys, it's Kelly Ann and welcome back to my channel for another Flossy Friday, and thank you so much for joining me every time or joining me recently. If last week's video was your first, I apologize. Just watch some of my other videos and you'll see that cute little girl running around. I'll put a picture of her right here. She's just so adorable. But I do want to say a huge thank you to everyone who left super sweet and amazing comments. Those of you who also had like a traumatic experience with losing a pet. Thank y'all for reaching out to me. Either we text all the time already, or you reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram. I appreciate it so much. You have no idea. So a tiny bit of an update as far as I go on the situation. I have been able to sleep the last couple of days, which has been really nice. I haven't been sleeping a whole lot, but that's because I haven't wanted to stop stitching at night and I have not been going to bed. But as far as getting like sleep and not waking up to the nightmares, that I'm good on that front. I've also not cried with like a guilt type reason in several days. So that's really good. So I'm making progress, and I think like I'm past, not past the traumatic part, but I'm past like kind of like the intense reactions to the traumatic part, and I'm able to be more in like the figuring out my new normal and the grieving part of losing her. I mean, 18 to 19 years is a really long time to have a pet, especially if you're only 31, which means you got them whenever you were in junior high. I mean, that's crazy. It's also been super sweet. Some of y'all have shared some of y'all's stories with me in the last week, which I just think is incredible. And for those of you who have also lost a pet, I am so sorry. And some of y'all who have especially lost a pet recently, and y'all told me about that, my heart still goes out to y'all, and we're all in this little world together. And I say little because it really is a small world, guys. I mean, like, it's huge, but it's really small. The other update on the Gizmo news is that Potter is still not doing amazing. He, per usual, started peeing on things again, but I think we're kind of getting that under control. And aside from whenever I get home or walk in the door, whether it be I've been outside doing yard work for 20 minutes or I've been at work all day for 8 to 9 hours, he's incredibly excited to see me, and he's been he's been a lot more vocal the last week with like crying and things like that, but even that is starting to taper off, and I think, it's only been a few days that I've been back at work because we had Monday off and I left early on Friday, and so he literally had me to himself for almost 4 days after it happened. And so I've been back at work for 3 days now, and so he's getting used to me not being here. So there's that. The other thing that I want to say is that off of that topic, and again, I'm so appreciative. You have no idea how much it has meant to me. And it's helped a lot. Yeah. The other thing is that I have been playing with my editing stuff a whole lot more and figuring out a lot more about it. So I'm going to be trying a few new things as far as whenever I edit my videos, because I just want to keep improving them, because y'all probably think this is perfect quality, and that is amazing to me. I don't think it's awful by any means, but I am definitely one of those people that like to click on all the buttons and figure out what everything does, and I honestly have just not done that with this program, and I really just want to start doing that. So as I start figuring out how things work, you might start seeing like some cool new stuff happen. Like, I really want to figure out the eye in the sky thing, and I think I've figured out how to make stuff clickable within the video, which I think would be really cool. And I'll see how I can use that to my advantage because I can link it to anything. So I really want to kind of get like to where whenever I show a certain pattern, I can link to where you can buy it or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to make my videos better for you guys, and also because I like I'm an IT trainer, and my job is literally to figure out how to do all the cool stuff that people can't do or whatever and teach it to them. And a big part of that is teaching myself stuff, how to do different things. And so I want to not only do that at my work, but I also want to do it here. And so it's also more just for me because I just want to get better at it. I think that'd be really cool. So with that, I also used one of my Christmas gifts, a $50 gift card to Amazon.com, to get some really cool stuff that is going to help me with my channel. I got a small ring light, which will help with the lighting issues in my videos because, you know I always go, make it brighter, like, one, I mean, it's a fun little gimmick that I do, but at the same time, I also want better lighting for whenever I show my pieces and things like that. And so it's a small enough ring light that can go on my phone for if I'm vlogging, or on my laptop if I'm recording with my laptop, which is what I usually do for these videos. So got that. I got a tripod for my phone for whenever I am vlogging with my phone. I also got a car mount, which that is something that I've wanted for a really long time. I want it for whenever I'm like traveling and stuff. I wanted it for a really long time because I had an old truck. But now that I have my new car, if I plug in my phone and I'm using my GPS, it shows up on my little screen. So not exactly as much for that, but at the same time, it would be really helpful. But y'all know that whenever I do vlog, I sometimes do it in the car. So it'd be really nice to be able to do that hands-free with a mount. So kind of dual purpose there. The other thing that I got is a sound condensing microphone. Real excited about that. And then I got one more thing that is for my car. And so all of that, I only paid less than $20 more, and I got free shipping on everything. And so how fun. So honestly, for my channel, lots of cool new things are going to slowly be happening. And I'm not going to lie, something that has been exposed in the last few days is that I'm a huge ASMR fan. And I am going to, the main reason why I bought the microphone was to make my own ASMR, not necessarily videos, but if that is something that some of you would like to see. And once again, every time I bring new content that is not FlossTube related to my channel, I lose subscribers, but I make playlists for everything and I clearly label everything. So if you like me for these videos or for my vlogging, but you don't like me for my minimalism, or if I do start ASMR, then just don't watch those playlists. I mean, honestly. It's as simple as that, and we'll get to how simple that is in just a second because we got some tea to talk about. And yes, I brought a prop. But if some of you are interested in that, I really wanted to record just voice ASMR and kind of do like a podcasty type thing because I really like certain types of ASMR sounds, and they're harder to find. Ones that I just truly completely like. And also, I don't always want to have it as a video. Like, it would be really nice to just have it as a playlist on my phone. And I tried looking up the ASMR podcasts, and they all sucked. So that's really the big reason why I got the microphone. But I think it's going to help sometimes for some of these. And so I'm just excited in general. Big things, big things. I have big ideas, big dreams. All right, so with everything, what is all this? I have so many messages. Everything that's been going on the last week has been insane. Okay, so I finally recorded last Friday, and everything happened Thursday, whenever I normally record. It didn't go up until like 2 a.m. on Saturday, though. Crazy. But part of that is because I waited so late to start recording. And I couldn't sleep that night, and I woke up at like 2 a.m. And I like did some cleaning, and I did some like TV watching, and you know, like the usual things. And then I finally started stitching before Embroidery Bee, which going to that ended up being a disaster. Because I was there for like 10 minutes, and they all started talking about people who had recently died and were probably going to die soon, and I just couldn't. So I got up and I left, and I went home and I started stitching by myself. It was fine. But I finished my Ouija board. I'm so excited. I didn't have much left of this. There are several mistakes, but I'm okay with it because you can't really see them. You can't really tell. I'm trying to get this lined up pretty well. I love this. I also got a ton of compliments on last week's video, as well as Instagram, about the fabric. So whenever I first tried ice dyeing, either at the end of 2014 or the very beginning of 2015, I dyed a couple of pieces of 14 count Aida, and this was one of them. And this is not what I wanted this one to look like, which is why it never got used until whenever I started this. Because I thought this ended up looking so ugly. I mean, it came out mostly like browns and has, you know, like streaks of pinks and blues and greens and purples and all kinds of things. But it looks honestly like an old school Ouija board. So I literally never knew what I was going to do with this piece of fabric. And that's kind of how that came to be. It's literally my first ever ice dye attempt. And I think I did... I'm trying to remember what all colors I did. I think I did like a tealish color, and I used all powders on top of the ice. I think I did like orange, yellow, pink, and like a teal, and that's kind of how all of this like happened. Like that's kind of how like the green happened and the orange, and I honestly just love this. I'm going to take one of the corners, and I haven't decided which one yet. Whichever one I feel has like the best coloring, probably this one down here. I am going to doodle out my own pattern for a planchette, which is the piece that you move around on the board. And I want to find a really cool, possibly floating frame to frame this in with like thick borders is what I'm hoping for. And then I want to get some really creepy, cool looking, old-ish looking door pulls to put on the side, either on the sides or the top, to make it look kind of like an old board, or kind of like it's sitting on, you know, like an old like table, like bed table type thing. And then I want to mount the planchette on top of some felt, cut it really close to the edge, and sew some ribbon through it and attach that to one of the handles, so that way it looks like you could actually maybe play this board. I just think that would be a really neat way to finish this out. So that's kind of like my plan, and probably in March I'll start looking for a frame for it. So cute. Love it. So I finished that super early Saturday morning, and I went to Embroidery Bee, and I took a couple of patterns with me. I took 3 patterns with me, actually. I took my sewing cats because I've really been wanting to work on that lately, but I took it anyways, but I was like, maybe it might be depressing. Obs. And then I also took Stitch Rovia's You Are My Sunshine Trio, or I call it my Sunshine Trio, and because I've also really been wanting to work on that, but I also thought that might depress me. Obs. And then the other thing that I took was my Embroidery Guild pattern by Little House Needleworks, and I totally forgot to bring the actual pattern in here because I'm stupid. So we're going to test this out, or not really test this out. I'm going to put a picture of the pattern in this corner, And if we're really lucky, I'll be able to link for you to be able to buy that from some shop. I don't know. We'll see. So I've actually like gone full ham on this. This is also my first time ever using Jobelan, and I absolutely love it. It's 32 count Jobelan and it's amazing. I tea-dyed it. I love it. I want more of this fabric. It's like stitching on butter. Like honestly, I'm in love. I used all the called for threads except for 3 of them. One of the fancy flosses I changed because I didn't want the dark red, and so the pink color is called Nutmeggy by, I left the pattern in there. I don't have it. All of that information is going to be in the blog whenever I finish this. I'll post all of my color conversions that I did. But the other thing that I changed was the light mocha brown that is like the bonnets and like the aprons and stuff on the dresses. Didn't have that color in my box, so I picked a different color for that. And then the only other color I changed was the skin tone color. It was set to be a little bit darker, and I'm a huge fan of 945 for Caucasian skin tone whenever it's a single color for the skin tone, so I changed 950 to 945 because I wanted to. So this is my progress so far. Let me put this behind it. There we go. Look how freaking cute. Oh my gosh, I love this. Let me take the thing off. I cannot wait to work on this some more tonight. So this is where I'm at with this. Now, the year in the pattern is 1779. I did change it to 2008. That is whenever I joined my quilt guild and whenever I started going to our embroidery bee. On this lady, I still have this like square here. One of my friends goes, "Is that supposed to be a pocket?" And I was like, "No, I'm just lazy." No, I get tired of certain colors, so I'll do a strand and then I'll go to a different color, and I kind of like skip around whenever it like becomes like random square patches and things. I love hers, so all that I have left on hers is the cream color and her needle and thread. I have her cream square and her thread to do. She's done. The bottom is done. I'm working on the sides. I'm doing the border as I go. And then I've started the words across the top. The top says needle and thread, and it has like a scrolly like corner and top border. Yeah. I love this. It's gone so fast, and they're supposed to have French knots for eyes. I tried them and it didn't work, and it looked horrendous. And the other thing is they're like really like close together and supposed to be like really beady and stuff, and I actually think that they look okay without faces. I think I'm just gonna leave them without faces. I kind of like it more. It kind of looks like a poster for like, hey, come to our embroidery guild. So that's some of the changes that I made as far as like the pattern goes. Oh, one of the other changes that I made as far as the pattern goes is this one's dress right here. They're supposed to kind of be like bubbles. The dress is supposed to be kind of like bubbled at the bottom, and I made it straight all the way across. Now, I'm not going to lie, partly because I was not paying attention to the fact that the corners were not supposed to be there. But one, after I kind of got a lot of it going, I just liked it a whole lot more. Kind of like the same with changing her dress to like the pink and purples. It just kind of, it kept it prim, but it also kind of made it a little bit more modern, and that's kind of what I wanted it to do. All right, so that is my stitching for the week. I would love to see this finished before the end of the weekend. I do have to go home this weekend from Saturday to Sunday, and y'all know I do not get much progress done whenever I go back home, so I don't even think I'm going to take a kit with me. I am going to take Potter because I don't think it's fair to leave him alone at night right now, even for one night. And I'm going to have to do that for 3 days in the middle of March. So I'm kind of like babying him. He hates car rides. He hates being in his carrier. So he's already going to just be like, I'm going to need to cuddle with him while I'm at home. So I think I might be able to get enough work done tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday and maybe get this finished. It really is going that fast. And then I'm really actually kind of wanting to start something new again, but I might refrain. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Like, this is kind of where I'm at with, like, my whips and everything. Last year, I was so obsessed with timing myself on how long I gave myself to work on stuff. And that is honestly why I have so many whips, because I was like, oh, I'll just start this one thing and work on it a few days and I'll get so far, and things happen and then you don't and whatever. And literally I started this on Saturday and there was like a day or two that I didn't really stitch on it. Like, I stitched, but like I only stitched maybe like an hour, hour and a half, where like normally I would stitch like maybe like 3. So like, honestly, if I would just start a project and like do it, I would have a lot more finishes. Okay, so I did get some happy mail, some Stitchy Kindness today, and one of them I knew was coming, and I'll do that one first. Actually, I knew both of them were coming, but one of them I've known about for longer. The first one comes all the way from Ireland from Michelle, and several months ago, I'm not sure when, a couple months ago, Michelle was telling me that soandso.uk was having a soda stitch sale, like where they were like literally like 10 pence. Or like maybe like 50. They were like super cheap. And so she asked me about a couple. I had been saying, like, I think I said in a video that I was trying to like build up my soda stitch stock because I just love soda stitch. And there was one or two that she showed me that she thought that I would really like, and I thought they were really cute. And then, and it's been so long that maybe I did actually pick these out, all of them out. But I only really remember like 2 of them. So it's possible that Michelle picked out the other 2 for me. I don't remember, honestly, and because it's been so long since we talked about it. And like we've talked since then, but I just don't remember the conversation about the patterns that were picked out. I don't know. But cute little note. I love like this Sanrio paper and stuff. It is so cute. And I've seen this character, but I don't know how to say its name. But at the bottom it says, let's take it a step at a time. She sent this way before what happened on Thursday happened, but honestly, some things just happen for a reason. It's so cute. And then this was also in here, and oh my god. I love sticky notes, and these make life. I mean, he's eating bamboo. And look at the little babies. These are so freaking adorable. I just can't even. Sorry, I'm excited. Okay, so this is definitely one of the patterns that I remember talking to her about. This is called Baby Goods, Bibs, and Shoes, because I had like just finished doing the Baby Goods one with the pandas, and I made it a panda and a white cat to be Potter, and it's 2 little white kitties playing with little tomatoes. How freaking cute is that? Oh my gosh, I didn't even look inside yet. Okay, so you get the kitty cat pattern, but then you also get 2 little bear patterns and a bunny and a carrot. Oh my god. I love these. And it shows you like different ways to like put them on like bibs and shoes, but I'm just gonna make, and look, this one has a little tomato hat. So freaking cute. That one I definitely know that we talked about, and I'm pretty sure maybe we did talk about all these, and I just have like the worst memory of life. I ruined my garage door this week because I was trying to be productive and I messed things up. And so now I'm getting a new garage door on Monday. Yay! Okay, so this one's called I'm Your Friend, and this one is so freaking cute. Michelle, oh my gosh. Actually, I don't remember talking about this one because I feel like I would remember a bear sitting in a bumblebee costume. This is so adorable, though. I think I won't put the I'm Friend up here only because it's missing the your, and I don't know how I would add that, and I don't usually put like numbers and things on these, but just like the bee and the bear, it's so cute. So cute. I will definitely have to pass this on to Michelle Bindi Stitchy. So thank you, Michelle. This will eventually go to Michelle. Okay. I definitely do remember this one. This one is called Grass Leaf Wind. It's just super cute. It's just a little girl and a little boy. And they're laying in a little field of flowers. It's adorable. And apple trees. I'm not really, maybe that's a bush. But these always, like, they're huge, they're great, they're super detailed, they're easy to follow. I do scan them to, scan to print out a working copy because I don't want to mess these up. But I have done, like, the little ones and stuff off of these, and I have been doing sewing cats off of it, but I was finally able to print out a decent black and white photo of it to be able to highlight and stuff because sometimes you get off count by one or something, and I really hate that. But one thing that I really love about these kind of look like Edelweisses, which makes me think of Germany. Except the centers wouldn't be pink, they would be yellow, so that might be something that I change about those. And the little yellow flowers I might make pink, just so that way the pink is still in there, but I might make those Edelweisses. Anyways, love it. And then the last one from Michelle, this one does not have a name. It's just called s3e7. And it's a little girl and a boy and a little kitty in a flower, in a flower watering can, and they're at a flower shop. And he has flowers for her, and we did talk about this one. I'm pretty sure we did. But this one is so stinking cute. I love it. I love it. I love them all. And so just really cute. And the back of this one shows some of their other patterns. I think this one does too. Nope. This one shows you how to make it a clock. This one shows some of their other patterns. I love them. Thank you so much, Michelle. She just knew that I was obsessed with Soda Stitch, and they were literally like 50 cents. It probably cost more for her to post it to me than it was to get them, but I love them so much. Eek. I have so many Soda Stitch now, like I just gotta stitch them. And then the next one that I got, if you are not watching Heather's videos, and I will link her down below, you should. The Blessed Stitcher, I cannot talk today. Heather and I actually, whenever we first met in person, we have been IG friends and like messaging on Instagram for a long time. Did it start in the craft swap era? Maybe. But we have been IG friends for a long time and like chatting and stuff, and she is in Granbury, which is like in the Dallas-y, Fort Worthy area, the DFW area. And she's the one that puts on the Stitch Niche meetups once a month. She did a Houston one, and that was my first time ever to an LNS, and we went to ABC Stitch Therapy. I know a lot of y'all buy from them online, but their location is like 45 minutes away from me. And literally across the street is 3 Stitches, which has been open for almost 30 years. So we went to both places, and that's where I got this fabric for the first time ever. I bought fabric, and for the first time ever, I bought fancy floss in person. And that's also the same day that I bought this pattern. So I like literally kitted this up the first time that I ever met Heather, which was last February. And we've sent each other little gifts and things over time. But she just finished a Lizzie Kate that I was wanting to get. And, you know, with the whole Lizzie Kate madness, I wasn't going to be able to get it anytime soon anyways, at least, and also not for like a normal person price. So she sent me this super cute card. I'm not gonna read it because part of it talks about Gizmo and stuff like that, but super sweet little card. Thank you so much, Heather. Your cards are so cute. But she finished this Lizzie Kate. And the note inside says, hope you enjoy this pattern as much as I did. I'm including the original note that came with the pattern. She started it on February 9th and finished it on February 16th, which was the day after I lost Gizmo. And so, you know, it's just kind of appropriate. And the original note says it was to Heather from... I want to say that says Cassidy? Candy. It says, sorry the pattern is cut apart. I had to tape it together because she was having trouble lining it up. She also swapped a color, so a different number is written on the back. Happy stitching. I'm totally okay with that because I don't want to ruin the pattern either, so I'm going to make a working copy for myself. But it is the Wouldn't Life Be Great. This is one that I have been wanting to do. I love a lot of Lizzie Kate stuff, but my wish list for Lizzie Kate is like this big. I want to do the Halloween and the Christmas rolls. I want to do this one. I want to do my cat lessons, which I have. I want to do dog lessons, which I need. I also need all of the Halloween and Christmas rolls. Like, it's going to be fun to find this stuff. There's one called Whine a Little. I want to do that one as a gift. And there's one more. I can't think of it. And there's like 1 or 2 others that, like, if I could stumble across the patterns, I would love to do them. But the other one that I really do want to do is the one that is like, be who you are, because those who care don't mind, and those who mind don't care, something like that. I don't know. I just love it. So this is the Wouldn't Life Be Great, and it's Wouldn't Life Be Great if sweatpants were sexy, totally my life. Mondays were fun, totally my life. Junk food was good for you. Hello. Girls didn't cause so much drama. Hello, Stitch Mania. I'm looking at you. Just kidding. Guys weren't so confusing. I should change confusing to assholes. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. I'll leave it nice, but like really tiny in parentheses I'll put, or jerks. And saying goodbye only meant until tomorrow. That last one's gonna make me cry. So I've been wanting to do this one, and she had just finished it, and it was passed the stashed onto her. So she passed the stash onto me. So I'm just going to, I'm gonna make a working copy, and then I'll pass the stash after I'm done. And I'll just keep adding to all the fun little notes in here. I'm excited. I'm excited. So I don't know. I might start this one next, and I also might start cat lessons next. I don't know. I just want to start all the things. So thank you so much, Heather. Like, one super sweet gesture to pass the stash for this to me, especially with all the crazy Lizzie Kate stuff going on. I really do appreciate it, and this is like perfect timing. So thank you. I really think I might start this one next. Words go by fast, and I probably will change some of the colors, and yeah, I'll probably make it more to go with like my bedroom maybe, because I would love to have this in my room. Okay, the other thing that I want to talk about is I'm going to be off on Monday because I have to get a new garage door. Because whenever your mind is somewhere else and is learning to process something really crazy and traumatic, we sometimes have good intentions and sometimes things go wrong. And I smashed my garage door. Not with my car, with an object, and it only ruined the top panel, which I've had just the top panel changed out and fixed before, but they no longer make my garage door, so I have to get a whole new door put on. So I'm going to be at home on Monday, and so that is going to give me time to go through not only my stash, but the charity guild stash for me to do a sale. And I'm going to do it kind of similar and kind of different from everyone else, and from Michelle and McKenna. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video. And I'm going to show everything so that way I can really show it. And I'm going to say the prices of everything. But I'm going to list everything on eBay, and I'll put my link to my eBay in the description below whenever that video goes live, which should be towards the beginning of March, and it will be like on a weekend. It'll be on a random day. And so as things sell, like, I just think it'll be easier. I don't want to have to deal with live troll comments. I don't want to have to deal with spreadsheets and figuring out what goes where. Like, I want eBay and PayPal to take care of shipping. And Michelle's already told me that if somebody buys multiple items, she'll walk me through how to combine shipping, so that way y'all get the best price possible as far as shipping goes. And that also means that I don't have to restrict it to just the US or just the US and Canada, because I just don't want to have to do that. I want to be able to send anywhere, but also like eBay will be able to like appropriate the like pretty close to the right amount of postage. Like, I don't have to do any guesswork. And so for me, that is just easiest. The other thing is in the video, I will show you all the charity stuff first, and then I will show what I'm going to destash of my own. And on eBay, in the description, I'll put which items the money is going to go to charity. So, because I just think it'd be easier than doing two separate videos, and it'll be pretty transparent. And then if something takes a little bit longer to sell, it will just be on eBay. So yeah, Monday I'm going to go through things, I'm going to price them, and then I'll start working on a video. And if I can figure out this whole, if you click on the picture of whatever you want, it like can take you to a link. Maybe I can like directly link all the items to their eBay page. I don't know. We'll see. If I can figure all that out, I'll let y'all know what I'm doing with it. I just want to say, again, thank y'all so much for all of y'all's comments and your love and support over the last week and checking in on me one day at a time. But it is getting better in some regards. I still miss her and would do anything to have her back on the pillow next to me every night, and drinking out of my water bottles. I really would, but that's not the way life works, and she's in a better place, not having to take pills every day and not getting sick all the time, and so I'm okay with that. And the other is getting better as well. So just really keep Potter in your prayers and my sanity in your prayers. And let's just have a really good stitchy week, and I will see y'all next week. Bye, guys.